My name is Michael Ladden. I am currently traveling more than 220,000 miles around the world on board my 1994 Staunton Stevenson Overland Expedition rig and KTM adventure bike. This is my story. Welcome to the channel. On last week's episode, I promised I would answer a bunch of questions that you guys have sent in to me. So today, I'm actually going to take 6 of those and answer them and keep this video kind of short. Next week's episode is a big one, and we're going to talk about that in a few minutes. So the first thing that most people have been asking is obvious. What have you been doing in Baja Mexico for the last 5 months? Well, to answer that, let's roll a little video first.
What does everybody think? Jay, over here, what do you think?
Amazing flavor, each one of them. Some are hotter than others. All taste great.
Some are much hotter than others.
I'm going with the fruit flavored one. Starts out nice and sweet, gives you that kick-ass hot. Nice.
One that Jay's proudly displaying there. We don't know what we're going to call it, but all we'll call it Inferno. Inferno.
I like the yellow one, whatever it is, it's my absolute favorite.
Joanne's right. The yellow one has like the most complex taste without sniffling.
I like the smooth green.
Yeah. Linda's on that too. The smooth that's habanero. I call habanero paste. Really good. And Jay and I have had too much of the red one. Can't breathe.
In summary, I've spent 5 months in the south part of Baja. Now, the truck has been located largely here in an arroyo, which is a dry riverbed. Almost all of my exploration has been on 2 wheels this time, on the back of my motorbike. And I have been kind of up and down just about every dirt road. I've explored both the east and west coast, all the villages in between. So a lot of time spent on the motorcycle. I've kayaked, I've gone snorkeling, I've had some friends fly in from the United States, and I've met just an enormous amount of people, van lifers, overlanders, locals, RVers, cruising up and down the Baja Peninsula. What I have not done is a whole lot of time on the back of the bicycle. So I'm gonna have to spend some of the summer getting back in shape. And obviously you haven't seen me too much on YouTube either. But it's been super relaxing. The weather has been great down here. I've not seen rain the entire time. So just a lot of great stuff happening. Looking forward to getting back to Mexico in the future. What are my plans for the Around the World trip? Well, I've been out for 2 years now. I'm on the Around the World trip. So far, it's just been the United States and Mexico. The pandemic has caused just a number of problems with border crossings, particularly going into South America and with shipping. So right now, I'm kind of in a holding pattern, waiting for some of those things to clear up. Don't know how long that's going to take. But remember, it's not really a race. People ask me, well, it doesn't seem like you're making a whole lot of progress. Well, actually, I like to stay and discover places and really get to see them. So this has actually worked out pretty well for that. What are my short-term plans? Well, short-term, I'm going to be spending the next couple months largely in the southwestern part of the United States, Arizona, New Mexico, maybe parts of Nevada, and exploring around there. I will be at the Overland Expo West in Flagstaff between May 18th and 20th, so be sure to stop by, come say hi and visit. I'll be doing some instruction there, and I'd love to see you guys. All right, big question. What are my plans for YouTube? Well, obviously I had a little bit of time off. Going forward, I'm going to try to get a video out every Tuesday. I'm not going to make any promises to that, but I'm going to work real hard, and I've got a number of videos in the can coming up, including a big one next week. Probably the most asked question is, what about the truck? How's it performed so far? Well, I drove it from Massachusetts across the United States, down 1,000 miles of the Baja Peninsula. So I probably put, I don't know, maybe 6,000 plus miles on it since the build. So far, knock on wood, it's been awesome. One of the questions I get asked, based on the fact that I changed from the Mercedes Unimog and trailer setup that I sold last spring to this vehicle, is what would I do different? And so far the answer is, honestly, I've been super happy with this build, and I'm going to be talking a lot more about it. I know I did not show a whole lot of behind the scenes while I was building it, and that was largely because I was in such a time rush to get it done, to move into it, being that it was going to be my home. But I'm going to backtrack and do a bunch of different videos on the systems on board and some of how it was built. So be on the lookout for those videos coming up real soon. I get this question a lot. How is it traveling solo? Well, it has its moments for sure. My quick and short answer to that, the goal never was to go around the world by myself. So I will be looking and continue to search out for a co-pilot. And, you know, I love traveling with other vehicles as well. So look for in the future possibly doing collaborations with other people as I travel around the world. I will say that I'm very rarely by myself. I meet people all over, and thanks for that. And yeah, that's, I guess, the long and short of my answer for now. The last question for today is about the motorbike. As you guys know, I bought a 2021 KTM 390 adventure bike before I headed down to Baja. And I've now put just about 2,000 miles on that in the last 5 months. But For that, you're going to have to wait for the next episode, because next week I'm going to do a complete review and walk around tour of the new KTM adventure bike. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys all next Tuesday. Thanks for watching this video. If you like what we're doing, be sure to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the truck and tree symbol to your right. Once again, thanks and hope to see you soon.